The given bar graph gives information about estate sales. X-axis shows sales units, that is 0 to 50 up to 300. On the other hand, Y-axis shows the name of the region, that is New York, London, Tokyo, Paris and Sydney. The maximum data is covered by New York, that is more than 300, whereas the least data is covered by Paris, that is around 250. Overall, the bar graph gives crucial information about estate sales and sales unit around the region.
The given bar graph provides information about estate sales in sales units in different countries. On the x-axis, there are different countries like New York, Tokyo, and Paris. On the y-axis, we have different sales units ranging from 0 to 300. From the graph, it is evident that the maximum value is covered by New York, which is around 320. From the graph, we can also see the least value is covered by Paris, which is around 250 only. From the graph, it is also seen that the value for Sydney is 270.
The following image gives us information about estate sales. We can see on x-axis there are countries that are New York, London, Tokyo, Paris and Sydney, and on y-axis sale units are mentioned that are from 0 to 300. The initially highest sales units are that of New York that are 300, and furthermore London and Paris have almost equal sale units that are 250, and then comes Tokyo that has 250 to 270 sales units, and Sydney has almost 300 sale units. In conclusion, the image gives us information about real estate sales of different countries.
The bar graph provides the information of the estate sales. It observes that some countries like New York, London, Tokyo, Paris, and Sydney. It shows that some numbers like 50, 100, 150, 200, 250, and 300. The highest is covered by the New York, which is 300, and the lowest is covered by the Paris, which is approx 250. These pictures provide the crucial information of the estate sales.
The bar graph gives information about the estate sales. On the x-axis highlighted New York, London, Tokyo, Paris and Sydney. On the y-axis highlighted 50, 100, 150, 200, 250 and 300. The highest value is 300, which is covered by New York, and the lowest value is 250, which is covered by Paris. Overall, the bar graph gives information about estate sales.
This picture is a bar chart including nice colors such as green and gray as well as pink. The bar graph gives information about the estate sales. The horizontal axis gives information about the different cities such as New York and London as well as Paris and Sydney, while the vertical axis gives information about the sales unit from 0 to 300. The maximum value is equal to 300 related to the New York, while the lowest amount is equal to 250 related to the London and Paris. In conclusion, the chart gives information about the estate sales.
The given image gives the information about estate sales. The x-axis represent the information about New York City, London, Tokyo, Paris, and Sydney. The y-axis represent the information about in units like 50, 100, 150, and 200 units. The highest figure in this image is New York, which is 300, and the lowest figure in this image is London, which is 250 units. Overall, the image gives information about the estate sales.
The graph provides the information about e-state sales. The x-axis represent regions such as New York, London, Tokyo, Paris, and lastly Sydney, whereas y-axis represents sales in unit starting from 0 all the way up to 300 unit sales. The highest sales is of New York, which is more than 300 units, whereas the second highest is of Tokyo, which is slightly less than 300 unit. Moreover, Sydney, which is also slightly less than 300 unit. Overall, the provided graph is quite informative about e-state sales.
This picture gives information about the estate sales. Firstly, the mention here the New York, London. Secondly, in which also discussion about the Tokyo regions and Paris. Lastly, in which mention here the Sydney. On the y-axis is the sale units, such as the 15 and 100 and 150, 200 and 300. And highest rate is the 300 and lowest rate is the 50%. Several colors of the picture is the pink, yellow, green, parrot. I think this is enough. Lastly, picture give information about the east sales.
The following image gives the information about state sales. The image consists information about in regions and countries name. The x-axis represent the information about New York City, London, Tokyo, Paris, and Sydney. The y-axis represent the information about 50, 100, 150, 200, 250, and 300 units. The highest figure in this image is New York, which is 300 units, and the lowest figure in this image is London, which is 250 units. Overall, the image gives information about the estate sales.
The bar chart gives the information about estate sales. From the picture we can see in London the value is 260. In Tokyo the number is higher, which is 275. The highest one is in New York around 310, and the lowest point is in Paris, just 250. To sum up, the graph tells about the estate sales.
This bar chart gives information about the state sales. It also shows different numbers such as 100 and 150. The highest number is 300, which is related to New York, but the lowest value 150, which is related to London and Paris. In addition to this information, you may notice that Tokyo and Sydney. The main color of the photo I can see blue, however pink and yellow are also visible. Finally, I can see Tokyo and Paris.
The image provided is a bar chart that gives information about estate sales. While y-axis talks about the sales units from 0 to 300, x-axis represents the Tokyo region, London, New York, Paris, and the Sydney. It is evident that New York has the 300 sales units, which is the highest among this bar chart. Another important point is that the Paris having the 250 sales units, which is the lowest among this bar chart. Overall, the bar chart is about the estate sales.
The bar graph depicts information about state sales, where on the x-axis we can see the names of different regions and on the y-axis we can see the sales units. The words that I have observed in the bar graph is New York, London, Tokyo, Paris and Sydney. And the numbers that I have noticed in the graph is 0, 50, 100, 150, 200, 250, 300, where the highest number is 300 and the lowest number is 0. The colors that are highlighted in the graph is blue color, pink color, yellow color, gray color, black color, green color, while the background is in white color. Overall, the data is beautifully presented and was easy to understand.
The title of the bar graph shows the important information about the state sales, while x-axis we got New York, London, Tokyo region, Paris and Sydney, while x-axis we got 0, 50, 100 to till 300 sales of units, while in a state sales the maximum area is covered by New York, which is 300 sales of units, which is followed by London, Tokyo and Paris, and the minimum state sales covered by Sydney, which was 250 sales of unit.